This is a really short introduction to give you some information about life beyond work and some changes that are happening that you need to know about. So, let's go. Did you know that today, 7 million people in the UK aren't saving enough for their retirement? And what's even more worrying is that we are all living longer, so we will have much more time in retirement than our grandparents and parents. Can you imagine being totally skint in retirement? No holidays abroad, just a deck chair in the garden. No cosy warm fires, just extra thick socks needed for the cold kitchen floor. 20 years or more is a long time to live just making ends meet. To help change this for all of us, legislation has been introduced that will change the way we all save for our retirement. As you can imagine, there is a lot of information to give you about this. But this video is not all flowery and 10 times longer than it needs to be. It just gives you clear and simple information about what the changes are and how they will affect you. What's happening? This legislation means that if you work for an employer in the UK and meet a few basic requirements, you will be automatically enrolled into a pension scheme. Don't groan just because you heard the word pension. Think of those long cold winters with 2 pairs of socks and no warm fires if you switch off now. What are these basic requirements? To be automatically enrolled by your employer, you must be age 22 or over, but under state pension age, and earn more than £8,105 per year. If you earn more than £5,564 and are age 16 or over, but under 75, you can decide to opt into your employer's workplace pension scheme, which means asking your employer to enroll you, as they won't automatically enroll you into it. When will this affect me? That's right. It is a question of when and not if. Every employer in the UK with at least one worker will need to introduce these changes. The changes started in October 2012, with the largest employers enrolling their employees first, followed by smaller employers over the following 6 years. This means every person working for a UK employer and that is aged 22 or over but under state pension age and earns more than £8,105 per year will be automatically enrolled into a workplace pension scheme. Hang on a minute. What if I don't like the idea of that? Of course, you may not want to stay automatically enrolled, and you can choose to opt out. You can even start and then choose to stop making contributions some way down the line. But once you opt out, you will be re-enrolled every 3 years. And yes, you can opt out again and again and again. And if I don't opt out, how much is this going to cost me? Well, the starting contribution is 1% of a proportion of your pay. So let's say you earn around £17,500 per year. Your annual minimum contribution at 1% will be about £120. That's around £10 per month. What's that? A takeaway curry for one every month? Not too outrageous, is it? But the good news is that your employer will also put in 1%, plus the government will contribute its bit too. So in this example, with tax relief from the government, your contribution reduces to just under £8 per month, and you'd have over £20 a month put into your pension pot. Okay, so what happens next? Your employer will give you some more information about the scheme they have chosen and when their staging date is. This is the date that they have to start operating automatic enrolment. Then you'll get the formal letter telling you that you have been automatically enrolled or have opted in. You'll also find out what you can do to opt out. And that's it. Look out for more information from your employer and start thinking about what is right for you. Can you afford to make contributions now? Will you be able to in the future? Do you have any money put aside for retirement? Would you want to miss out on tax relief from the government and money from your employer that helps you save for retirement? How much do you think you need in retirement? Thanks for listening. There's lots to think about, and you still have time to find out more information.